Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, The Spiritual Justice Gem. God is Quita, or you can call me Quita, either one will do. I answer to both. It's been a while, a couple of days since I've been on my channel, and that's due to a lot of upheaval, and God has really let me see a lot of things. And plus I was healing from a situation where I was attacked spiritually by Mr. Noble. So now that I see that he's been here in Arizona where I am, it's crazy because I was not expecting to see him, and I did. And long story short, God started to reveal everything he has been doing in the spiritual realm against me. You guys know that there's a body of Christ and there's a body of the Antichrist, and he's the head. He's one of the head people of the body of the Antichrist, and we all have established that. A lot of people know that, and he really doesn't like black people, but yet a lot of people think he does, but he really doesn't. So that's out the way. I had an interesting conversation this morning with a couple of gentlemen, well, with one gentleman, and we were all talking about America, the shape of America, and God dropped this video, told me to make this video about, drop this into my spirit to reach out to you guys and just share with the collective what needs to happen in America. And I'm only speaking from an American standpoint, and for America and American citizens only. It's not that I don't care about other people, or God don't care about other people, but how can you help someone when you haven't stabilized your own country? America needs to be stabilized. I don't care if you're white, red, green, yellow, blue, whatever. If you're an American citizen, you were born here, and all those other gray areas, we can deal with those case by case. I think that's what needs to happen. But America needs to be stabilized. The border needs to be stabilized. Everything needs to be stabilized in America. If Americans are not stabilized, then America is just a shit show. That's just what it is. So, everybody's looking for answers, and the Most High said America just needs to be stabilized. I'm an American, so I can only speak from an American standpoint. I'm not from another country raised, but I do have empathy for them. But at the same time, America needs to be stabilized. The borders need to be secured, and everything needs to come to where that America is stabilized before we start opening the floodgates. We need to clean America up first, especially after the pandemic. America needs to be nursed back to health. The Americans do. Some of us are already top tier. That's fine. And if you're top tier, then I'm not saying don't give to charities and stuff, but you need to be mindful of how these charities are being run. We need to be very vigilant, hyper vigilant into every cent and every dollar. Don't just donate and don't know where the profits are going. We need to start holding people accountable for where they're putting their money and where they're putting their finances, especially if you're donating and giving it to a particular organization. It needs to be handled correctly, and we need to start, as Americans, taking our power back and making sure that each and every American is stabilized before we start accepting foreigners or anything in the country. Because let's be honest, America has not healed from the pandemic. We're barely healing from slavery. So it needs to be slowed down, and everything needs to be stabilized before we start letting anybody back into our borders, especially to come be a permanent resident or anything, to visit anything. America needs to be stabilized first, because that's how COVID started. We let people back in, letting people in here, and then diseases spread it. COVID spread it everywhere, and that's the same thing that's going to happen with monkeypox. But we are not. There's no measures being taken for monkeypox. There's always a vaccine. We can prevent needing a vaccine by not letting people into our country. Okay, sorry. I'm in the library, you guys. So, yes, but back to what I was saying. We can just simply and the people that's already here, okay, they're already here. There's no sense in trying to send them all the way back or whatever. We can just, like I said, case by case situation. So once we get America stabilized, we can truly start to heal. Americans can truly start to heal. That's what the enemy want. War and division and all this stuff is, they want us to focus on vanity, on religion, and it's really not about any of that right now. America truly needs to heal, period. We need to focus on more like mental health, stability, housing stability, not only housing stability, healthcare, really educating our people, getting more doctors and lawyers and everything involved, more education. That's what we need to start focusing on. I know that these other areas need focus too, but our main priority should be stabilizing America, the health of America, the finances of America. That's need to happen when we vote to put someone into office. We need to make sure and hold them accountable for every action. We need people. The people need to really pull it together, whether you're black, white, Jewish, I don't care. If you're an American, we need to unite. We used to be United States of America. Now we're just America. We're not united. Point blank period. We're not united. We're just not. So yeah, I just think that's what the Most High put in my spirit. I just think that we need those things to happen. We need to stabilize America. Point blank period. Once we become stable, then we can help other people in the situations. But if we keep helping others and America is falling apart, we're gonna destroy ourselves. We're gonna destroy our country. And people's like, it's already destroyed. It's not destroyed. It's just not united. Period. The reason why the housing and everything is crazy, food, because we have so many greedy people just keep taking and taking, and it needs to be stabilized so that everything can go and the energies can go where they need to go. All the energies need to be returned to a stabilized economy. We have all this knowledge and we just spiraled. The more knowledge we got, we just spiraled, and it left us like, okay, I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do that, forgetting that we need each other. So yeah, you guys, that was just a message that I got downloaded in my spirit, that was heartfelt, and it was downloaded into my spirit as I was talking to one gentleman outside. Even for the senior citizens, it's kind of hard out here too, because we're changing so much and they get left behind. It's that situation too, that we change so much. There's so much change that they cannot. And we get the famous say, oh, only thing that's constant is changing, but yet stabilization needs to be happen. Grounding needs to happen. It just needs to happen in America so that the elderly can catch up, everybody can catch up and get on one accord. And this is what the devil wants: confusion, chaos, and just all this craziness, so that we can't unite. And then, you know, when a country is like that, that's when other people come in and take over. And that's when a hostile takeover come up, or they're sneakily, they'll do it in a sneaky way, come in and take over our country, and we're like, what happened? We wasn't united. We wasn't thinking about the greater good of all Americans. That's what happened. We just wasn't. And if I had stayed in Florida, where I'm from, if I had stayed where I'm from, I would have never seen this. And I'm so glad that I was blessed to be in the situation to see it from a different standpoint. I'm so glad I was put in a situation to not only experience the things that other people go through, but to actually be able to communicate to my platform and the people that watch me, to be able to communicate to you guys, and to be able to gather all the information and the experiences and put them into this video, so that we as Americans can heal first. No matter where you come from, don't matter if you're from Mexico, Africa, whatever. If you was born here, you're an American. That's just point blank period. Nobody can take that away from you. And if you're already a citizen here, you're an American. I don't care what country you come from, but you have to have that American mindset to want to heal America. And it's not against anybody else. It's just that, how can we help someone if other countries and stuff, if we're not healed? If Americans helping other people and we're not healed, it's detrimental to our own stability. Period. I'm out.